do you really face problems like in here in Uganda or Kenya about the people trying to relate to people or something? Do you face any problem? How do the people over here treat you?
Okay, we do face not only in these countries, but in anywhere. If you as a foreigner, you will face a lot of challenges. So I wouldn't say everything was smooth. Like at the very beginning, when we just tried to set up, the life in Uganda, we could face a lot of blackmail from some officers, because they would look at us as a foreigner. Hey, this person has money.
I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling.
Oh, you better move faster. Like, just let them know that, like, in Africa too, it's what? Just like the shit. Shit's gonna miss me, man. Trust me. Oh, man. Shit's gonna miss me a lot. My name is Wadamaya. What's your name?
My name is Evelyn. Evelyn Pang.
Evelyn Pang. How long have you been in Africa, though?
9 years now. From 2010.
And which countries have you lived in Africa so far?
I live in Uganda and Kenya.
Okay. So, how is life in Uganda compared to Kenya?
Uganda life is peaceful. Yeah. Uganda is a very beautiful country, has very nice climate, and people are friendly as well. So Uganda life is good. But of course, in Kenya the same. So I have no problem living in either of these two countries.
What brought you to Kenya and Uganda? What brought you here?
Something brought me to Uganda first.
Okay, what brought you to Uganda?
Business. I married a Ugandan.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now I'm getting it. Okay, and then?
Yes, so we settled. We used to live in China for 10 years.
You sitting in China?
No, we were before we moved to Uganda, my family and I. So we lived in Beijing for 10 years. Then after my husband decided to settle back to his country, then we moved back. Yes.
And how is life so far? Marrying Ugandan, living in Uganda. How is life so far? The environment compared to China. How was it?
Okay, very tough. When we just came back, we lived like a comfort zone.
Okay.
We left our comfort zone and go back to a blank land. Because you see, in Uganda, we started from zero. So we have to start everything from zero. So it's quite tough.
Okay.
I reckon if you try to bring me back to that memory, all the words I can say, it's just tough, really tough. Because I've never faced anything that no light, sometimes light blackout at night, no water. And that time I was a vegetarian, even I don't know where to buy vegetable. It was really tough. So in a day, sometimes I eat just a meal because I don't know where I can. If I left home, going to the market, I will not eat because I don't know where to find a place to eat. So it's quite tough that time.
So are you still vegetarian?
I used to be a vegetarian.
No.
Yeah, because the life forced me to become, to quit.
And you love being vegetarian, or you just love being you right now?
No, I'm okay with everything. Because from 2013, then I resumed eating meat.
Living in Uganda and Kenya, is life really difficult for you as Chinese?
For the setup, comparing to the life standard we used to have in China, it was quite challenged. I mean, of course, I came with a lot of determination because before, when my husband decided to come back, even I had to talk to him. I said, if you decided to go back, I know we will face a lot of challenges. Yes, it does. It does have a lot of challenges. But I mean, those challenges are able to overcome. Yeah, that's why today I'm really enjoying the life here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, do you really face problems like in here in Uganda or Kenya about the people trying to relate to people or something? Do you face any problem? How do the people over here treat you?
Okay, we do face not only in these countries, but in anywhere. If you as a foreigner, you will face a lot of challenges. So I wouldn't say everything was smooth. Like at the very beginning, when we just tried to set up, the life in Uganda, we could face a lot of blackmail from some officers, because they would look at us as a foreigner. Hey, this person has money, so that kind of like a lot of. Should I use that word of blackmail?
Blackmail. Are you talking about police officers?
Yeah, sometimes police officers, even sometimes other officers. You see, when we do business, we have to deal with many of government officers. So I feel like they treat us differently. In that case, like me, I have an advantage because my husband is a local. So for that case, that's why I don't deal with it. I will push my husband in front, and he will go to deal with his own people, his fellows. So it make my life easier. But try to imagine other Chinese.
Like when you go to China, a lot of Africans have been complaining that Chinese people treat them differently. Like they face a lot of racism, the way they treat things. I want to know your life in Africa. Do you feel like you've been discriminated in a way, or not even your personal experience, but the Chinese, fellow Chinese friends or something?
I have both experience in both sides, because first of all, I live with my husband in China and he's an African, so I understand how an African used to be treated in China. At the same time, when we moved back to Uganda, then me as a foreigner, I also experienced similar situations, so I can show you how I feel. I always explain to my husband when he was feeling down, when he faced that kind of mistreating. One thing in China, back to those days, that was 2002, China was not such open country, and even foreigners are not so many there, especially like we call it black Africans. So many Chinese, I don't think they are intended to be racism. I feel like they are just never seen. They are so conserved,
not that open-minded.
Yeah, they are not open-minded, so they may treat you differently because they don't understand you. They just feel like you are a stranger to them. But with the time, he also experienced that kind of friendship, a lot of friends. He made a lot of friends. So in the end, when you try to look at the racism, because that's a very huge topic, I would believe that most of the people are not intended to be racism. Even the same for me when I was in Uganda. Most of the people, I don't think they are racism on me, but I do face such kind of person who can shout at me, hey, get back to your country, go back to your China. I do face that kind of problem, and really hurt me. It really hurt me. But still, I cannot use that word to cover the whole country, say that this country is racism. No, it could be, some people just be so conservative.
Yeah. But when you go to China, there's also something like go back to your country almost every single day.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised that also hearing something like that here in Kenya or Uganda. But I want to ask you, since you've lived in Kenya, Uganda, recently I read online that Kenya is changing its working permit policy.
Yes.
Does this affect Kenya, the foreigners over here, being Chinese, did it affect you?
Yeah, talking about my Chinese community, of course, it's a huge effect. It's a huge effect because I really don't know the reason why the policy changed. That's not our concern. But our concern in our daily life is, are we living in this country freely and with protect? If we have processed with the legal documents, are we under protection? That question, I still remain my question mark. Because I have, like today morning, I just saw some news that talking about more than 20 Chinese were caught, and with some of them with the legal documents, with the working permit. So they were caught with, regardless, they would just pump you into the 2 van with the 20 people, even some of them sitting behind the booths, which made me feel so sad. I read that news, actually the whole morning my mood was very down. I just look at that. I mean, we are humans. It does not matter we are Chinese or what. It really matters we are humans. I mean, if you are doing your job, are you really treating him, that person, as a human? Are you really? It's not that she's a Chinese, he's a Chinese, and I have to mistreat him. No. You are doing your job, okay, fine. Are you treating that person as a human? I would really question that. And that really made me down. Because look at today. The whole big environment, we call it the micro environment, is trying to talk about China and Africa are creating a good relationship. But all these kind of minor things are pinching that relationship, are making the relationship become ugly. It doesn't, the personal feeling, hey, yes, my country is building a good relationship with Kenya, but me, personally, I don't feel it. Then what is the sense?
I really understand your point, but when you as an African living in China, you have the same feeling.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, like I'm interviewing you, but the way you are talking, I feel like I need to. Yes. Because sometimes I feel like the Africa-China relationship, yes, there's nothing like respect. Because when you go to, there's nothing like respect between the two. Do you see it that way?
Okay, you know what? When we talk about that, it's like we are covering the whole aspect.
No, but just make it a bit simple for me.
Simple, it's like, I just feel like if we really talk about friendship, both sides, China and Africa, or we talk about Kenya, they should come with a really sincere attitude that we really want to build this relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Don't just say something and then behind do something else. It hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Just like the way it hurts we Africans, how we're being treated in China. And before I let you go, alright? Before I let you go, anything that you want to say to Chinese people, anything you want to say to Africans, anything, just a general thing that you want to say.
Okay, I would say something to my fellows, my Chinese fellows. I also feel like if we decided to come to this foreign land to make our life, and we should respect the regulation and rules here, and then at the same time we are here to make a living, so we should live here as if this is our land. I mean, we should not also treat ourselves or treat the local people that we are different. I mean, the same thing I would say that to Kenyan, or especially the government, I would say. If you have opened your door and welcomed the foreigner to invest here, and then welcome with your heart and do the right things, because after all, friendship was sincere, has to use the real sincere way to build it up. Not that you have to do in another way, or I came here, I just came to make money, or I mistreat the local people. No. The same, I believe there's a way we can really create a good relationship. Yes, I do believe that. Since I have married a Ugandan, I'm married in Africa, and then we made it, and then I believe that there's a way how to make it beautiful.
You guys have a kid here?
Yeah, I have a kid. It's very big. My daughter is 18 years now.
Oh,
yes.
And tell your daughter I'm single and I want to meet her. Thank you so much for watching this amazing episode with Yvvone, and it's your boy Mr. Ghana Baby, still on Africa-China relationship. I've always been telling you guys, I just want to bridge the gap between China and Africa. That is the main aim of this channel. So if you love this amazing episode, don't forget to support me on Patreon. Don't forget to do some donation on PayPal. And don't forget to like and share this amazing episode. Peace out.